Hello dear students and welcome to this week's art lesson. I hope you all are doing great. Okay, this week we're going to draw some objects using pencil. We're going to start with a glass. So there are different kinds of glasses. And what I want to show you here, something like this. Very simple, very easy to draw, a flat surface. If you pick a glass like this, it will be hard to draw all these different angles on the glass. And if you pick something like this, it can be hard to draw this white area on the bottom. So I will suggest you go something like this, very simple. So we're going to draw with an angle like this. So your eye level is above the glass, and try to pick a natural point of view for you. So we're going to start with measuring. I'm going to use my pencil to measure, and if you draw a human body before, you're familiar with measuring with units. So I will measure the bottom of the glass and think it's my first unit, and I'll measure the height, and it's almost around 2.5 units, as you see here. And also the top, it's obviously wider than the bottom. It's slightly longer than 1 unit, like 1.2 or 3 units. Okay, I'll start with a very simple line on the bottom. I'm not starting with a circle or with an oval. I'm just starting with a line. So it can be my reference line for my oval. Next, it's gonna come next. Okay, I decided how long my glass's bottom going to be, and then I take it as 1 unit and I measured the height. I hardly recommend you to have the object you're drawing next to you, so it can be easier for you to follow. And next thing I do is drawing a line right in the middle of my object. As you see here, I'm flipping my paper if I need to. So find a way you feel comfortable with drawing. And of course, for the top part, remember I need like a little more than 1 unit. Okay, so I'm measuring and I'm making it slightly longer. If you don't feel sure about your measuring, you can always remeasure. To be sure, measure it again and try to do the same on your drawing. When I feel happy with the top and bottom and the height, now I can connect the lines. I decided with the width. Now simply I have a 2D drawing of my glass. Now I want to make it 3D. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to add ovals around these lines, which I define for the top and bottom. While you're drawing this, try to make fluent lines and pay attention how I'm using the pencil, and try to use your pencil like that. And here you see we have a thickness on the bottom of our cup, and I'm trying to show it with another line. slightly on top of the bottom of my glass and draw another oval, just like this. Okay, let's take a look at this photograph again. We're going to do shading now, and as you see here, we have our light source on the right top corner, and we see a shadow on the left. You don't have to do this. I will not. This is a personal choice, and I need you to look carefully and see there are very soft texture on the glass. We'll try to show it, and also there are very bright and very dark areas on the bottom, and we're going to try to do it as well. So first thing first, let's get rid of our extra lines. So I have a soft eraser. If you don't have it, just use your regular eraser, and we're gonna decide our light source. I will use the same exact angle as you saw in the photograph. And I'll start with the darker area, but same with perspective drawing, I'm not going to start with the darkest shade I can make. I will go slightly lighter and layer it up until I'm happy. It's always better to have your object with you and look at your object and try to see the texture on your object. In this case, it's a glass texture, so the glasses have really soft and blended texture, and we'll try to discover this texture on our drawing. On the top, I will add one more oval inside of my big oval because I want to show the thickness of the glass. You know, it's not 2D, it's a 3D object. So it has a thickness and it is quite dark. If you go back and look at the photograph, the top thickness of the glass is really darker than everywhere else. So I'm trying to show it and add a little bit of shading, starting with the darker side, of course. This helps, starting with the dark side helps you to see how it is going, how the tones are matching, and then you can decide if it needs more darkness, so you can add a little more. Go step by step, don't add too much once. If you work like this, you have the control. Okay, now I'm erasing these lines over here as well. I don't need them anymore. I don't need reference lines. If you like those lines, you can keep them as well. I prefer to erase them. And I'm going to add a little bit of shading, a little bit of glass texture in the middle. And as you see, guys, I'm not holding my pencil like I hold it, I'm writing. I'm holding it from very behind and very lightly with an angle. This is how you hold your pencil while you're shading very lightly while you're drawing. And also, if you pay attention, I'm always turning my paper left or right to help me work more comfortably. So find yourself a good angle to work easier. And final touches, I add a little bit of tone on the light side as well, and I'm done. So I want you to draw a glass like this one, a very simple one, not too many details, and I want you to draw 2 more glass objects. If you don't enjoy drawing glasses, you can pick 2 other objects. It can be a plastic bottle, I know it can be a metal container, a small one of course. And yeah guys, just go ahead and draw 3 different objects for next week and try to find the texture on them, try to see how you can shade them. And I would love to see your drawings. Don't forget to email them to me. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.